Welcome to Vintage Variety. I have a small jewelry unboxing to share with you guys today. This is a lot that I purchased online, and it was listed as a vintage jewelry, craft, wear, and repair lot. I don't really like purchasing jewelry lots online, whether it's from eBay, Mercari, or even the Goodwill Blue boxes. I think I'm just really unlucky with that type of thing because when I've purchased them in the past, I've gotten maybe a couple of halfway decent or good pieces, and certainly some pieces that I could harvest from for making jewelry. But for the most part, I never really feel like I get my money's worth. If your experience with that has been different, let me know. I would love to hear about it, but I'm just not lucky with that sort of thing. In the case of this jewelry lot, I did look very closely at all the listing photos and kind of zoomed in on them. From what I could see, it looked like there were some decent pieces, and there was a partial piece, or at least all I could see of a piece, that I was very intrigued by. So I'm hoping that this lot will have maybe some wearable pieces, and if not, some pieces that I can probably repair and make wearable once again. I've done content in the past, and you guys know that I really love restoring and repairing old pieces of jewelry. So I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. Let's get this poured out and see what we got. I did not realize that I was zoomed in so closely when I started recording this video, but now that I've zoomed out, from the looks of this, there's going to be some halfway decent pieces in here. You guys keep your fingers crossed, and let's see what we've got. I already see some earrings that are a matched pair. In fact, I see a couple that look to be matched pairs. These are in good condition. I don't see any markings on them, but these are the convertible type. You can wear them as clip-ons or screw-ons. I really like this color of pink. It has this beautiful pink glass bead at the bottom. And overall, they look to be in excellent condition. Another pink earring, and this one's really pretty. It has glass pink cabochons, and I also see a mate for it. Wow, so far so good with this jewelry lot. I was expecting to get things like mismatched earrings and broken pieces because it did say that it was craft, wear, and repair. But a lot of times when it says craft, wear, and repair, it usually doesn't turn out to be. Didn't see any markings on that pair. And then I see these. These are big and bold, aren't they? I love how they have a design and then the tiny rhinestones set into them. And looking at the backs, these are also clip-ons. They're unsigned, but they look to be in really good condition. I like the filigree backing on this pair. It's kind of reminiscent of Western Germany jewelry, but I would not say that that's what those are because a lot of jewelry makers use those filigree findings. And another pair. Oh my, I think this is going to be my favorite pair out of all of them. I just love the combination of that fuchsia color with the green. What do you guys think? I do believe I have one of these turned around backwards. So this is how they would look on the earlobe. Yeah, these are just really gorgeous earrings. Let's have a look at the back. I don't see any markings on them. These are also clip-on. And they have the open back rhinestones. Well, I'm going to tell you guys, I was saying I was unlucky, but so far I'm really happy with everything I've found in this lot. This is pretty. It looks to be broken, or maybe it's just missing the clasp on it. A lot of people call these beggar bead necklaces, and I know some people like to wear them. They say they have healing properties. So it does have a clasp. That is kind of an older or maybe a homemade hook clasp on it. And this isn't really broken, it's just came loose. It looks like the jump ring slipped off. And I have my jewelry tools handy, and because this is such an easy repair, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And you guys may already know how to open and close jump rings, but just in case you don't, you're just going to grab it on both sides with jewelry pliers and give it a twist. You don't want to pull outwards because that will damage the jump ring. Now all I have to do is just put this back on the jump ring, grab my jewelry pliers, and give it a twist closed. And when you're doing this, if you don't get your jump ring closed up properly, all you have to do is twist it open again, apply a little bit of pressure when you close it, and it should work out just fine. But I really do like necklaces like this. I see some, what looks like some agate, some kind of smoky quartz, and I think some aventurine in this. One thing I like about this type of necklace is it's perfect for layering because you can wear it with all different colors of, let's say, beaded necklaces. And in the case of this one, because it's a gold tone, this would look really great layered with some gold tone beads. Let's see what this is. Definitely floral, so that's a plus. I love floral jewelry. Very lightweight. My guess is maybe vintage Japan or Hong Kong. Let's have a look at the clasp on it and see. Has a hook closure. No, I don't see any markings on this anywhere, but that's okay. There is something weird going on with this. I think it's a necklace, or obviously it's a necklace. So this is just tangled. Very pretty. And it looks to be in perfect condition. At least I think so. No, it's missing one rhinestone out of the center of one of the flowers. But you know what? That's a really easy fix. All I have to do is find the correct size rhinestone. Maybe I have one laying around here. And some jewelry glue. It does have an extender on it so it can be worn at different lengths. And just a close-up of the flowers. Aren't these pretty? They really do look three-dimensional, and they're riveted on the back. I'm really impressed so far with this jewelry lot. This is another really good item, just a minor repair, and it'll be as good as new. You guys let me know what you think of this really cute little floral necklace, but I think it's gorgeous. Another necklace. I believe I've got it turned around wrong. So this looks like either it has dark colored rhinestones or dead stones in it. I think this is very old. I think this is a really old necklace, and a lot of times with older necklaces, the stones will darken over time. Either that or these are just darker rhinestones. What do you guys think? The center stone has dogtooth or sawtooth settings. Love the little floral shape of the pendant on this. Really pretty glass beads. The chain is definitely an older chain. Looking at the back of this, my guess is those are foiled back rhinestones, so I have to be really careful if I give this a cleaning, but it looks rather grimy, so it's certainly going to need to be cleaned. And this is just missing the clasp on it. So I think with a new clasp and a really good cleaning, that this one might be okay. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that the stones, the rhinestones, have just darkened with age, that they're dirty, or do you think that this had really dark rhinestones in it? I'll tell you guys, one thing that I really hate replacing is rhinestones, because you always have to find the correct size. So this has dark stones in it too. And again, I don't know if they're dark, dirty, or maybe they've just darkened with age, because this is definitely a vintage brooch. It's somewhat on the smaller side. Let's have a look at the back of this. I don't see any markings. It does have the hook on the back. You'll see this a lot of times with watch fob brooches Or I've seen some later brooches that have this, and so that you can dangle something off of it, such as a tassel. So I will get this one cleaned up, and I'll probably test it to see if it's gold filled. Just a couple of necklaces left. I'm saving the best for last. This is made in a similar design as the previous necklace. This one has a very check look to it. Glass beads. The pendant is, it looks like glass beads with this fancy bead cap, and they're somehow wired on there. And I'm not sure about the color of the chain. It almost has a gunmetal color to it, but I don't think that's going to be the original color because all of these pieces, they just really feel grimy. Nothing wrong with this one. One of the jump rings looks like it's been twisted or pulled out of shape. I'll see if I can fix that, and if not, I'll just replace it. But you guys let me know what you think of this one. So this is the portion of a necklace, or what I thought was a piece of a necklace that really caught my eye when I was looking at this lot. And without doubt, this is going to be check. Quite heavy. The glass beads at the front of this, they have a lot of weight to them. Kind of a matte colored. And get a load of these bead caps. They still have some of the black enameling on them. In fact, for the most part, the enameling looks like it's in really good shape. Isn't that pretty? And the pieces here, I think that maybe at one time or the other, these may have been enameled also. So the thing about this necklace, definitely check. I believe it's probably from the Art Deco era. But look how tiny it is. I don't know, maybe it was broken at some time or the other because it is made of glass beads, and perhaps someone managed to put it back together, or it may have just been a choker necklace originally. I know a lot of times when people say Art Deco, the first thing that pops into your head is flapper length necklaces. But they wore different lengths of necklaces in the Art Deco era, including choker length. Just going to get a measurement on this. I'm curious as to how short it is. From one end to the other, this one is only 14 inches long. To wear this, you're going to need a 7-inch neck, so it is rather tiny. I think what I want to do with this is, first and foremost, give it a really good cleaning. Of course, I'm going to clean it carefully. I don't want to remove any of that beautiful enameling. But what I think I would do is try to find the right beads to add onto the end of this and just extend the length a little bit. I don't want to make it into a flapper length necklace, but I would like for it to be a more wearable length, maybe just a princess length. Just checking to see if it's marked anywhere. I do see something there. Okay, so this is definitely check. It has Czechoslovakia on the jump ring. I have to say that this was a really good lot, and I guess for once I was actually lucky. You guys let me know what you think in the comments and which pieces were your favorites. If you enjoyed today's content, please remember to give me a thumbs up. I want to thank you for taking time out of your day to share these items with me. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. Ring the bell for notifications, and you'll be notified anytime I upload new content. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.